Welcome back everybody to another video, and today I canceled the Survivor winner ranking video that's going to come this Sunday, but I postponed it because I made a slideshow for casting Big Brother All-Stars because we have some confirmation, because we have a little bit of news that CBS is actually planning Big Brother 22 to at least try and be a bit an All-Star season. And I think it makes complete sense, 20th anniversary, Survivor just did all winners. You gotta at least do a little bit instead of doing instead of doing just an all newbie season with a couple of returnees here and there, like they all do now. But it's been about time we have an all-star season. We haven't had one since 2006. So I want to get my video out before I look like either a complete idiot or a complete mastermind. So yeah, let's go. Alright, so I will be going every season from Big Brother 8 to Big Brother 21, talking about who I think would be cast, who I think production would consider, who I think would be considered, and who I actually put on the season. So starting with Big Brother 8, I consider Dick Donato, but obviously he has HIV, so that's probably something that people don't want to probably risk. I consider Danielle for a solid second, but I don't think I need her back. Eric would be really nice. I would love to see him play again, but I don't think he wants to play again. And I also consider Jessica because she was in contention for BB11, but I just didn't put any of them on the cast just because I think it's been way too far since BB11. So, yeah. Moving on to BB9, and come on, nobody's coming back from this season. I mean, I would love to see an Alex and Parker return just because they were screwed over, but, it's not going to happen. Adam, the winner, obviously not coming back from this season because he ran a drug ring. I would like to see a Crazy James return, but I don't think anyone remembers him. So, yeah. Moving on to Big Brother 10, and I did consider Jesse. I also considered Dan. Thing is, Dan doesn't want to play again. I don't think he just wants to play a regular, regular All-Star season. I think he just wants to have, maybe a big season. If they ever do Big Brother All Winners, this is probably not going to happen. But if they ever do that, I think Dan would say yes. And I also consider Jesse just because he's brought back almost every single season. But I just don't think he actually wants to play a regular season ever again. Moving on to Big Brother 11, I consider Jordan, but she didn't even want to play Big Brother 13. I want Shima to play again. I love Shima, but obviously she's not coming back. She was expelled. I would love also to see Ronnie or Kevin return. They're way too far removed from Big Brother to, I think, ever make a return. But I did add one person on the cast, and that's Jeff. Come on, Jeff's a lock. I mean, other than interview stuff and, other than him being, a big celebrity now, and him just having a ton of interviews, he's still into the Big Brother community, and he was also a fan favorite back in the day, so I put Jeff on the cast. Moving on to Big Brother 12, and Rachel was going to be on this cast if she's not pregnant. The thing is, she's pregnant now, so she can't come back to return. So, yeah. And she was pretty much the only person I considered. I mean, Brendan, I think they would choose Rachel over her anytime. And plus, I don't really want to see Brendan back again. I would love to see a Matt Hoffman return, considering he played in the Big Brother, in the BBUS BB Can sequester minigame. But I don't think it's going to happen. Alright, now moving on to Big Brother 13, where I considered nobody. I mean, I almost put Kalia on the cast, but, I mean, she if I put her on the cast, she was just going to be a filler spot, so, yeah. And none of the other 7 returners are even worth worrying about. I mean, Shelly. I think Shelly was probably the best player of the season, but, I don't need to see her back. I would love to see Dominic return, but they're not going to bring him back, so, yeah. Moving on to Big Brother 14, where I would put Frank back if BB18 didn't happen. I considered Ian, but I don't think he would want to return. That's basically it. I mean, Danielle, you could consider, I guess, but yeah, nobody. Moving on to BB15, where I would love to see Andy return. I would love to see Helen and Amanda return, but I think Amanda and Helen, if Amanda would have already came back if they wanted her, right? I think BB18 was probably the spot to bring her back, but she wasn't asked back, so Yeah. Helen was a pretty fun player and character for the first half for while she was there, but I don't think anyone would consider her. But I did put one person on the cast, and that's Alyssa. I mean, I think Alyssa is probably one of the most overrated players in Survivor history. In Big Brother history. I mean, people think that, like, I've seen best players from each season videos, and people say, oh, why did you put Andy? Why did you put this other person? You should have put Alyssa. Like, Alyssa wasn't that good of a player, and she was boring. I mean, other than her being Rachel's sister, I got nothing out of her. So, yeah, I put her on the cast just because she's a fan favorite, so, yeah. Anyways, moving on to Big Brother 16, and, I did consider a couple people. I considered Derek, but I don't think he would just return for a normal season. I considered Zach, but he ruined his relationship with production. I considered Frankie, but the fan community seems to hate Frankie. I would like to see a Devin return, but not happening. I don't want to see Beast Mode Cowboy again, so I didn't put him on the cast. But I did put 2 people from the season on this cast, and one of them is Nicole Franzel. Nicole Franzel is pretty much a lock as long as her wedding isn't planned like there. But even then, people have arranged when places have their wedding after or before these sort of competitions. Like Gavin Whitson moved his wedding 2 days before he came out to Survivor. So, yeah. Now, and then I also had Donnie on the cast. I mean, Donnie's a lock. Out of all of these old school good people archetypes, I think Donnie is the biggest lock out of all of them. So, yeah. Now moving on to BB7, I almost put Jason on the cast, but I mean we saw him in Big Brother Over the Top, and honestly, I don't think we need to see him there again. I considered James, but I didn't put him on the cast. I think seeing Julia play again would be pretty nice, as she could actually play her own game. But I feel like they would bring Liz over Julia back. I mean, you could bring back. They can't bring really back Vanessa because I think she's either pregnant or just had a kid, so that's not happening. But I did put 2 people on this cast like BB16, and that is Johnny Mac. I mean, I love Johnny Mac. He won second in that fan favorite award, which I don't even know how he lost the fan favorite award. But Johnny Mac is a lock. He hasn't ruined his relationship with production, I believe. He was entertaining in the diary rooms. He was funny as frick. So I don't see why they wouldn't bring him back. Second person, Davon. I mean, she's a lock. Production loves Davon. I mean, she's also a really good character, so Davon's on the cast. Alright, now moving on to BB18, and I only put 1 person on this cast. I considered putting Natalie on the cast, but obviously she had some controversies with James Hewling after they broke up. I considered Victor, but I didn't want Victor and Nicole in the same season, and plus I would want Nicole over Victor every single time. But I did put 1 person on this cast, and that's Paul. Production loves Paul, so they would bring back Paul. I mean, people hate Paul now, but, like, he's Paul. They're gonna bring him back. And now to BB19. The only 2 people... I considered Jessica and Cody. I mean, just, like, really Jessica without Cody. But I don't think she would ever want to play Big Brother again, considering her terrible experience the first time. I considered Cameron because, day 1 evictees, but obviously not. Yeah, but obviously no. But the 2 people who I actually really considered made it onto the cast because literally only like 5 people from this cast. Literally only like 5 people from this cast was actually good. But I put Josh on the cast. I mean, I think he was on the challenge, right? But Jay Starrett was on the challenge, and he only went on X on the Beach because that wouldn't ruin his chances of being on Survivor again. So if he goes on the challenge, I think he would do the same thing. So I'd say Josh would probably come back. Production loves Josh as well. I mean, they love the BB19 final 2, so yeah. And they also put Alex. I mean, I think production likes Alex. I mean, they gave her a better edit than what she deserved. I mean, she was annoying as heck, but apparently they gave her an edit where she actually seemed pretty competent at the game. So, yeah, I put Alex on the cast. Now I'm moving on to BB20, where I considered Casey, but Casey's boring, and I didn't want too many winners on the cast. I considered Swaggy C, but come on, he was the second boot. Scotty, I like Scotty. I loved him in the preseason interviews, but like in the actual season itself, he wasn't that interesting. Rockstar would be fun, but no, I wouldn't I wouldn't want to see Rockstar play again. I would have put both of the I would have put both Brett and Winston, but I only put one on the cast. I considered Angela, but she's just boring. So yeah. So people to actually put on the cast. Tyler. Tyler was fantastic. I loved Tyler on BB20. He was my rooting interest, and I was so mad when he lost, which ultimately makes BB20 worse in my opinion, that he actually lost the game. So yeah, it's not like a Paul losing to Josh where that's actually fun to watch. It's like, oh no, Tyler's gonna win this. Tyler's gonna lose this. Dang it. So Tyler was on the cast. He won the fan favorite award. He placed second. Everyone loves him. Moving on to Brett, and then Brett, I put Brett on the cast because I mean he made guest appearances for Love Island advertising on Big Brother 21. So Brett's on the cast. And then I put Haley on the cast. I mean, she was third in the fan favorite award, and I think production loves her as well. She also has a strong mind for the game. I think she would really improve on her return, and if she does return this season, I think she could do really well. And then I put Caitlyn on the cast. I mean, she's made numerous returns. She returned for BB21. Yeah, she returned for the BB20 for a guest appearance on BB21. She was in the BBUS versus BB Can Sequester Mini. So that's something. So yeah, I put Kayla on the cast. And then moving on to BB21, which I actually put surprisingly 3 people from this cast. I considered Mickey, but do we really want to see Mickey back again? Holly was just boring. Jack, obviously not. Cliff, I would consider him, but I think he's a better player than most of these old man archetypes. But Donnie takes his spot. But anyways, moving on to the people who I did put on this cast, and I put Nicole in the cast. I mean, she was a fan favorite from the season. I didn't think she was the best player of the season. I think Mickey was obviously the best player. She just played way too passively, but I think she would probably come back if they ever had the chance to bring her back. And then Tommy. I mean, Tommy was third in the fan favorite award. I mean, he was one of the more likable people on the cast, so yeah, Tommy. And then I also put Christy on the cast. I mean, Christy was probably one of the better players of the season, probably the second best in my opinion. So I would love seeing her play again. And also that Tommy and Christy relationship could spark something there. So, yeah. Anyways, moving on to my official cast for Big Brother All-Stars 2. This isn't the official cast. This is just my cast that I made. Anyways, we have Jeff Schroeder, Alyssa Slater. We have Jeff Schroeder, Alyssa Slater, Nicola Franzel, Donnie Thompson, Johnny Mack, Davon Rogers, Paul Abrahamian, Josh Martinez, Alex Au, Tyler Crispin, Brett Robinson, Haley Boucher, Caitlin Herman, Nicole Anthony, Tommy Bracco, and Christy Murphy. So, if I were to give her a winner pick for this season, I wouldn't. It's just way too hard. I mean, you have Tyler. So I guess Tyler would be probably my winner pick. I mean, I could also consider Haley. I mean, Haley's also a good player. But anyways, I got this idea from the Moranian Review, so go check out his channel once again. Anyways, I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.